Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at Taurus ascendant and the predictions for the month of November 2025. For you, the ascendant lord Venus is going to be in its own sign till 25th of November, and then it is going to move to the 7th house. Venus in the 6th house is going to be with Sun for the first 15 days and is going to cancel the debilitation of Sun, and as a result both these planets will provide good results to you during the first half of November. As Venus is going to be placed in its own sign in Libra, this promises a good time for people who are related to healing sciences such as doctors, people who look after animals, and people who are related to the domain of finance. All of these are going to see a very positive traction in the first half of November. You will be able to strike a balanced diplomatic equation with your enemies, and you will be able to resolve the disputes. As this house represents services and routine, people in jobs will find this time to be very favorable, as they will be able to discharge their duties sincerely and with a lot of charm. You will also be able to resolve any disputes that arises in your family with a lot of diplomacy. During this month, 28th and 29th of November is a good time career wise for you. This month is also a good time, especially in the first fortnight, from the perspective of taking a loan. If you want to buy a property, then first half is also a very good time for taking loan for that property. First half is also very good for improving relationship with your mother. Taurus ascendant usually get a very royal kind of a mother who has a very distinct personality and is usually of a strict demeanor, especially during their growing years. This is a time to deal with her and resolve any dispute arising at your home in a diplomatic manner. A stellium of three planets is going to get created in the 7th house of personal and professional partnerships. Mars and Mercury will be here for the first 22 days together and will be joined by Sun on 16th of November. So energies of the 7th house are going to be dialed to a great extent, is going to become the focus house for you during this month. People who run their own business will see a very favorable time in this month. They will see support coming through their family members, and businesses related to retail sectors or those that involve trading of any kind, especially related to chemical, oil, petroleum related contracts and agreements, will be very benefited from this type of placement. This is also a good month for students, as they will find the going to be very easy. Time from 15th to 17th of November is going to be a good time to excel in studies or to appear for any kind of a competitive exams. If you're a speculator, then it is better not to take big bets in the market, because Mercury is getting associated with Mars, which also happen to represent the 12th house. So energies of 12th house are also getting associated with Mercury. So even if you want to take a plunge, you do it with a very small position size and manage the risk, because this is not a very favorable time for making money in the market. The second half is a good time to buy property in the name of your spouse. The positive aspect of Jupiter from the third house will also help in acquisition of property and buying it in the name of your spouse, which will also make your spouse very happy, and that is something that most of the people want. If you are wealthy enough, then you can also consider buying such property in a foreign country. Finance wise, 8th and 9th of November will be a very good time for you as far as the cash flow is concerned. Jupiter transitioning through the third house in the exalted sign of Cancer is going to boost assertiveness, networking skills, and personal initiatives. Third house is the house of efforts, and people will need to put in a lot of effort to work on their communication and networking skills to make them better. Jupiter will also provide its positive aspect on the 7th house, dialing up positive results in partnerships and creating a positive environment for religious activities and higher learning. This will be a very positive time for students, especially those pursuing masters or PhD courses. Taurus ascendant people would have experienced increasing workload and must have worked very hard till March 2025. On the professional front, things have not been moving for them as the Lord of Profession has been in a retro state for the last 6 months. November is going to be the last month for this kind of a stagnation, and things will start to improve at the work front from the end of November. People who are undergoing Rahu's MD will see a sudden jump in their careers in the next 1.5 years, but they need to assess the quality of opportunity thoroughly before taking that plunge. Now, there are also certain days which you need to be careful of in this month. 4th and 5th of November is a time when you need to avoid taking any key decisions. 18th and 19th of November is a time to look after your health, and 23rd and 24th of November can prove to be mentally stressful for you. So this is how this month is going to pan out for the Taurus ascendant people. Since you guys love to enjoy your life, enjoy this month, and I'll see you next time.